All right, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope you're all doing well. Happy Monday. Welcome back to my Twitch stream. As always, I am Ray Carsillo. We're going to wrap up the regular season here in year 4 of our Dynasty. And then tomorrow, with luck, do the playoffs and then switch over to hockey. So I hope you're all doing well. We're going to take on Maryland and then Ohio State. And then hopefully we'll be in the Big Ten Championship. If not, it'll be the first round of the college football playoff. So, but yeah, let's get underway. We're going to start the TikTok live, since that is back. And, yeah, Maryland versus Rutgers. On paper, we should handle them, but we will see. 86 overall versus 82 overall. 87 defense, 86 offense. So, slowly been building our team better and better as time has gone on. And, away we go. So, welcome to SHI Stadium here in Piscataway, New Jersey. And the Rutgers Scarlet Knights 9-1, looking to go 10-1 against their hated rivals, the Maryland Terrapins, the Terps. So a win here and a win next week against Ohio State will clinch a berth in the Big Ten title game. We will see what happens, though. At the very least, no matter what, Rutgers should have a playoff spot. Although a win here today would all but seal the deal on that. All right, give them a 10-win season, and Rutgers will get the ball to start. And it'll be taken by Wells at about the 5, and he's got a little room to run, and up goes the 30. Last time we won by 8. So, let's see, Washington or the Eagles? Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. What are you nervous about, Christian? So, honestly, I mean, the Eagles on paper are the better team, but Washington's proven so far all along that they kind of can't be stopped. And I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the Bills finally for Allen to get over the hump in the playoffs against Mahomes. So, what are you nervous about, Christian? I still don't understand why you're nervous. I don't even remember who you're rooting for. As up the middle, Guerre has a first down. 2 carries for 14 yards, and that's how they get started here. As Rutgers moves the chains already up to their own 43. I mean, I'm taking the Eagles, Liam, but I would not be surprised at all if the Commanders win. Would not be surprised at all as Guerre, to the right side, has himself another first down. I'm taking the Bills and the Eagles, but if you're going to tell me if it's Commanders and Chiefs, I wouldn't be surprised at all. No, Christian, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully it's a good game. As a handoff now to Vinovich, and he gets no gain on the play. I mean, I'm rooting for the Bills all the way, Kyle. That's what I want. I want Bills, Eagles, and then I want the Bills. So, no, that's nice, Christian. Mayo out of the gun. 2nd and 10 now for the Maryland 42. Looking for Duffman, and it's knocked away. Little behind him, got his hands on it. And boy, oh boy, does Rutgers wish he made that catch. I mean, if they gave it to me for free, Ethan, sure. Same reason why I got... Well, I mean, I was going to get college football anyway, but the reason why I got Madden this year was EA gave me a code. Out of the gun. Looking for, and he finds Duffman, who makes the catch this time. But it's only a 4-yard gain. And Rutgers going to go for it here. Kind of in no man's land. 4th and 6 for the Terps' 39-yard line. Mayo out of the gun. And he's going to chuck it down underneath. The catch is made, but he will be short of the first down yardage. Only a 2-yard gain. Good job there on defense as the Terps are able to make the play. So a turnover on downs. Maryland gets the ball at their own 34. Out of the gun. And a quick pitch to the right side. Good tackle there as the receiver run out of bounds after only a 4-yard gain. I mean, it's a decent signing price. I mean, it's Santander who's on the, he's going to be on the downturn for quickly as One made Mudman miss in the backfield, and the running back for Maryland has big yardage into Rutgers territory. No, Christian, it won't, but we'll see what happens. Pistol formation for Maryland. Another handoff this time. He goes nowhere, picks up only a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up now for the Terps. They call an audible. And they hand it off. And again, he goes nowhere. Maybe loses that yard. So 3rd and 10 coming up. As the Rutgers defense doing a good job here. Giving up a little field position, but trying not to break. What's up, Rick? How's it going? Pistol formation again for Maryland. All day, at least for the time being, and now the quarterback has to throw it away as the pocket finally collapses. So neither team does anything on offense. They move the ball. Bills, Price. And this will be taken at about, probably should have let that go in the end zone at the 5. Brings it back to the 8. So terrible field position for Rutgers to start. First and 10 at their own 8. Scoreless here in the first quarter here in Piscataway. Mayo out of the gun, corrals it, checks it down underneath. That's Trainer, and Trainer has 11 and a first down. The sophomore, Joey Trainer. Mayo again out of the gun. Looking for Agunye. He's got him wide open. And Agunye on the left sideline is pushed out of bounds near midfield. Good catch and run there for Agunye. That was a mismatch on the linebacker. And Agunye showing why he's one of the best tight ends in football. No, yeah, I agree, Christian. I think it's going to be a good game tonight. Mayo out of the gun. And Mayo is going to get sacked. That play took too long to develop. And 2nd and 21 coming up. So a huge sack there. Now trying to get some of that yardage back. They'll get, and bouncing off of guys is Guerre, and Ed Guerre down the right sideline. Ed Guerre with a 30-yard run. He breaks 2 tackles near the line of scrimmage, and then is off to the races. Ed Guerre, the junior. Jump start in the offense. Play action now to Vinovich. Looking for Agunye, has him in stride, and touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And just like that, Rutgers strikes first. A good little play action pass. Agunye gets the separation. I appreciate that, Christian. And so after both teams do not score on their first possession, Rutgers on their second possession goes 92 yards and a $107 and puts up 7. Rutgers will now kick it away, and this one will go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pistol formation again for Maryland. Handoff, good blocking up the middle, and an 11-yard gain on first down. So Maryland trying to do their best Rutgers impersonation here as they keep running the ball. And play action finally. And hit as he throws, and it's going to fall incomplete, almost picked off. That's a coverage pressure there. Good job there by the Rutgers secondary. Yeah, Christian, well, do you know anybody? Do you know anybody at any of those networks? Shotgun formation. Screen set up nicely. And a good job there by Rutgers. Only a 7-yard gain. That's actually bad blocking. That could have went a lot farther. Shotgun again, 3rd and 3 now. Less than half a minute left in the first quarter. They fake the handoff, and the quarterback hit as he throws again. Nobody fooled on the play action. And Maryland again has to punt. So I don't know the right people, Christian. It's who you know. It's not how good you are. It's not talent. It's nepotism. As this one kicked back to Wells, and he'll take it back to the Rutgers 27. I mean, I know because I worked at ESPN for 3 years. Mayo under center, changing the play at the line. Up, and Mayo is going to get sacked again. It's a 7-yard loss. They showed blitz. They changed the play. As we hit the second quarter, 2nd and 17 coming up. But at the end of one here in Piscataway, it's 7-0 Scarlet Knights. Both running backs doing a great job, but so far, Rutgers has the edge. Mayo out of the gun now. 2nd and 17 back at their own 20. Play action to Guerre. And Mayo finds Torre in stride. It looked like he was going to take it himself, but instead dumps it off to Torre, who's got tons of room to run and has a first down. Tony Romo is not good, Christian. I listened to that Bills game, and I was just like, what are you doing? Mayo back under center. And he's going to just dump it off to Agunye, the tight end, for a gain of 4. So a good check down there by the freshman. 2nd and 6 coming up. Handoff to Guerre, and Guerre's got room to run. They seal the edge. Guerre throws a stiff arm and gets ridden out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's the warning, keep it clean, Christian, or try to anyway, buddy. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care who wins at the NFC. I'm rooting for the Bills the rest of the way. Handoff again to Guerre up the middle. And Guerre cuts it back. What a move by Guerre to get an extra couple yards. He already has 100 yards rushing here in the first half. Yeah, everybody hates Eagle fans, Christian. Handoff to Vinovich now. Vinovich to the right side picks up 3 on a 2nd and goal. Agree 100%, Christian. 2nd and 7 from the Maryland 7. 2nd and goal, I should say. And a little check down to Fuse. Fuse trying to be the spark. Picks up 6. And gets down to the 1-yard line. Yeah, they're a little nuts, Christian. I'll agree with that. Handoff to Vinovich. And touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Vinovich, his specialty, vulturing those touchdowns. And it's a 2-score Rutgers lead. As now with the extra point, it is 14-0 Scarlet Knights. As they go 73 yards in 2 minutes. And this will be kicked away, a short kick. A lot of wind today here in Piscataway. And Maryland will start at their own 26. Year 4 of our dynasty, Christian. Year 4. This will be the last one before we switch over to hockey full-time. Shotgun formation for Maryland. And they fake the handoff, play action. Pass caught over the middle. Good catch and run there into Rutgers territory as they pick apart the zone. Shotgun formation now again for Maryland. 1 national title, Christian. Good coverage downfield. Finally, the pocket collapses. And the quarterback throws it away. Christian Martin. He can get rid of the ball a lot. He's been a lot of fair pressure. I beat Texas, Christian, in the national title game. And a handoff right up the gut. Nolan Ray picks up 4. And 3rd and 6 coming up now. Empty backfield. Trips to the left side. 5 receiver set. Martin out of the gun. Rutgers rushes 4. Good pocket. Better throw. Big hit. But a first down. As the hurry-up offense hurting Rutgers a bit here on defense. Martin out of the pistol now for Maryland. They fake the handoff. Pocket collapsing. Check down to the tight end. But he will get no gain as he drifts out of bounds. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. There is, Christian, in less than a month. 2nd and 10 from the Rutgers 33. Remember, Maryland gets the ball to start the second half. Martin out of the gun. 4 receiver set. Good pocket again. And good catch over the middle. Gain of 22. DK Gilly on the tackle. Just too much time for Martin there. And now again out of the pistol. And he's going to take it himself. Pocket collapsing. And he is down at the 1. 1st and goal coming up now for Maryland. Again out of the pistol. Handoff. There's a flag on the play. No gain. Yeah, I hear you, Christian. And it's going to be holding on the tight end. And Rutgers will accept that. So now 1st and goal back at the 10. Martin out of the gun. Pocket collapsing. And that is going to be picked off. It's picked off in the end zone. And it's going to be a touchback. He was under pressure. He threw it up. And Kevin Levy undercut it for a pick in the end zone. And boy, did Rutgers need that one. I mean, actually they didn't, but it was nice. So Maryland knocking on the door, a holding penalty on 1st down, and then a pick in the back of the end zone. Mayo out of the gun. Now Rutgers looking to try and put points up, and he's going to give it right back. Mayo's going to give it right back. It looked like it was man coverage, and then the safety just sat in the middle of the field, and Rutgers gives it right back. What's up, Ryan? How's it going? Steven Scott, the linebacker, actually. It looked like he was going to run with the tight end. Instead, he plants himself in the middle of the field and undercuts the pass to the receiver. And Rutgers gives it right back as now it's thrown out of bounds, incomplete. Well, how about that, as Mel Allen would say. And it's Mayo again. He's good for 1 pick a game, and it came at a terrible time there. Pass caught over the middle, and the running back Ray down to the 1 as Maryland uses their first timeout. Probably, Christian. Martin now out of the gun from the 1. They hand it off to Ray, and he is going to be into the end zone. He just broke the plane, says the refs. Maryland scores. And we got ourselves a ball game. So all that for naught. The extra point is good. As Maryland takes advantage of the turnover, Rutgers gave it right back. This will be booted through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback, or close to the back of the end zone. So 1st and 10 now from the Rutgers 25, up by 7, 40 seconds to go. Play action from Mayo, looking for and finds a man downfield. And Rutgers uses their first timeout, a 35-yard completion to Joey Traynor. Mayo's made 1 mistake today, and of course it was an interception. Mayo out of the gun. Checks it down underneath. Catch is made by, I believe that's Torre. And now Rutgers uses another timeout very quickly. They'd love to try to get another 10 yards or so and get into field goal range at the very least. Mayo out of the gun. And that is going to be caught. It's going to be caught by KJ Duff. Duffman at the 5! Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! I don't know what the safety was doing there. He just kept going back, and then underthrown. Duff comes back for it, and then walks into the end zone. So Mayo, a quick touchdown drive right before the half. Duffman, oh yeah. And Rutgers' lead is back to 14. Rutgers goes the 75 yards in 16 seconds. Kickoff return to the 21. And be 1st and 10 for the Maryland offense. Rutgers in a prevent defense. Maryland 2 timeouts. Handoff to the right side goes nowhere. And that's the end of the half. Maryland happy to let the clock run out. We go to the second half. At the end of 30 minutes of play here in Piscataway, it's 21-7, Scarlet Knights. I mean, really, the only mistake for Rutgers was that interception. Mayo with 2 passing touchdowns already today. Vinovich with a rushing touchdown from a yard out, his specialty. And Banks will kick it away. It'll be taken at about the 5 by Maryland. And good coverage downfield, but Maryland will start at their own 27. Shotgun formation for the Terps. Rutgers blitzes. It's nicely picked up. But Ray has nowhere to run and only gains 3. Yeah, Christian, that's a big thing down in Atlanta. Arthur Blank wants to make the food, like, affordable for everybody, and good on him. Because he's a bajillionaire, so he can afford to do that. A little end around there. Oh, nice cutback by the receiver, and he'll pick up 7 on a first down. It was contained, but then it was cut back, and there was a lane up the middle. Again, out of the gun. Fakes the handoff. Quick throw, batted down. Good play there in coverage by Antonio White Jr., the junior out of Georgia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Shotgun formation, trips to the left side for Maryland. 4-man rush for Rutgers. Pocket collapsing, and down goes Martin. First sack of the day for Rutgers. It's Jenkins. His 12th, I believe, of the year. An 11-yard loss. Oh, is he going to split that? Oh, well, doesn't matter. He might end up splitting that with Shaw, but Martin now out of the gun. 3rd and 21, back at the Maryland 26. Again, pocket collapsing, check down to the right side. A gain of 14, that will be not enough. Good pursuit there. And Maryland will have to punt. So that sack ends up being a drive killer. Norman will boot it to Wells at about the 9-yard line. He's got room to run. Wells takes it to the outside, still on his feet, down to the 28. A 19-yard return for Austin Wells. So Rutgers starts at their own 28. Up by 2 touchdowns. Looking to put the nail in the coffin, potentially. Handoff to Guerre. But there is a flag. I believe this is coming back. And the offensive lineman not happy. Especially as it's further down the field, so it ends up only being like a 4-yard... It's a 10-yard penalty. But it's only a 4-yard loss, actually. So 1st and 14 coming up now. Another handoff to Guerre, and again, he's got a hole a mile wide. Guerre up to the 50. Could not outrun the safety, but another massive Rutgers first down. Ed Guerre, 133 yards on the ground already. Another handoff to Ed, and again, Ed bounces it. Excuse me, that's Vinovich. Vinovich with his best run of the day picks up 14. Gabe Vinovich showing off the wheels. And now Rutgers out of the pistol. Handoff again to Vinovich. Up the middle. Picks up about 3, almost 4. Second and 7 from the Maryland 32. Mayo out of the gun. Play action to Guerre. And has a man. Torre gets open. Torre down to the 11. Good job by Mayo. And a bad job in coverage by Maryland as Torre had a man on him. And then he just outran the coverage. Mayo out of the gun. And Mayo's going to take it himself, but he'll only gain a yard. As he picks up, he gets a yard as he's pushed out of bounds. Nobody was open. Mayo again out of the gun, 2nd and 9 coming up. Play action again to Guerre, looking for few. Oh, he had him, but he got hit as he threw. The pocket collapsed. I mean, credit where it's due. Maryland has been getting a lot of pressure on Mayo today. For the most part, he's mitigated it, but not on that play. Mayo again out of the gun. Looking for a gun. Yay! Dropped it. He had it, and he dropped it. Oh, he looked like Mark Andrews of the Ravens right at the goal line. It hits him in the belly and falls incomplete. So Glenn Banks on for a chip shot. Punches it through. Rutgers adds 3. It's now 24-7 Scarlet Knights. Agunye doing his best Mark Andrews impersonation there on the goal line. And the Scarlet Knights have to settle for 3. But it is now a 3-score game for Rutgers. Good coverage downfield. Sorry, Rick. I mean, shotgun formation for Maryland, now down by 17. Man in motion. And they hand it off to Nolan Ray. Or not, it's not Nolan Ray, it's the other running, it's the backup running back. And he bounces back inside for 5. Good little cut back there. Good containment by the Scarlet Knights. Pistol formation now for the Terps. Handoff again up the middle. But this time he goes nowhere. Gets maybe 2.5. 3rd and 2 coming up now for the Terps. Man in motion. Shotgun formation. And a little end around. Oh, and he makes a man miss. Oh, and another man. Oh, my goodness. If it's not for those 2 missed tackles, that's a loss, and the Terps are punting. That's all on the receiver there. Ohio State sports guy. Pistol formation now for the Terps. Handoff, oh, and he's going nowhere that time. Peterson wrapped him up. Jasir Peterson, Jersey's own, the senior, with the TFL, tackle for loss. 2nd and 15 now coming up. Less than a minute left in the 3rd. Another handoff. Oh, and another broken tackle. That should have been only a 5-yard gain. Instead, it's a 9-yard gain. And 3rd and 6 now coming up. So 3rd and medium after the Terps were backed up a little bit right near midfield. Martin again out of the gun. Pocket collapsing. Gets rid of it, and it's batted away. Almost picked off. And in the end, Maryland has to punt anyway. Norman back to punt. Oh, what'd they do, sports guy? I didn't even see. And this will bounce at the 5 and the 1 and trickle, luckily, into the end zone for the Scarlet Knights. All I saw was Santander goes to Toronto, and Tanner Scott goes another Dodger now. Ugh. Handoff now to Guerre, to the left side. Guerre, room to run, and picks up 26. He's averaging 20 yards a carry today. Unbelievable. I mean, I remember that, sports guy, but that's like, that's such a nothing move. I'm sorry. Like, Donovan Solano is not on the free agents to watch list for most of us. Like, in that case, didn't you also get another utility guy? I can't think of his name. I can't remember. Mayo out of the gun. Handoff to Guerre, who gets tackled for a 4-yard loss. They just bull rushed the right guard. That was Jake Jackson. And no chance. That's on the. If the guard just stands up, he doesn't even have to go forward. If he just stays where he is, Guerre might be gone. Mayo now out of the gun. And again, hit as he threw. Maryland's starting to get some pressure here on Rutgers. Third and 14 now from their own 42. Man in motion. Mayo fakes the handoff. Oh, and again, no, he's going to go down. Nobody fooled on the play action. It's a sack by Dylan Gooden, the left outside linebacker. Third sack of the day for Maryland. We're going to let the clock run a little bit here. I don't know where he's going to go, sports guy. I don't know where Alonzo's going to go. People are saying now it's less and less likely he's going back to the Mets. I mean, we'll see what happens. So, Rutgers will punt it away. Good punt. And it's fair caught at the 17-yard line. I mean, we'll see, sports guy. We'll see. Shotgun formation for the Terps. 3:37 left in the game. Pocket collapsing. Checked down nicely by the quarterback there, and a big tackle inbounds. It's an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2 coming up. And I say inbounds because now the clock is ticking. Out of the gun, empty backfield. Rutgers sends 4. Again, a little check down. Good for a first down. And again, out of the gun. Empty backfield. 5 receivers set. From their own 35. 3:05 left in the game. Blitz is coming. It's picked up. Catch is made by Nolan Ray, who comes up holding his back. And it'll be an injury timeout with 3 minutes left. 2nd and 4 coming up now. Martin out of the gun. Trips to the left side. Pocket collapsing. Martin hit as he threw. Noah Shaw just speared him. Good job by Shaw with the inside move on the left tackle. And Martin just got rid of it. 3rd and 4 coming up. Pass to the flat is caught. Receiver out of bounds after a 6-yard gain. And that will move the chains. 2:52 left in the game. Maryland 1st and 10 at their own 47, down by 17. Pocket collapsing, catch is made. That'll move the chains again, another 10-yard gain. Clock will continue to run, however. Out of the gun again. 4-man rush. Pass caught again over the middle, another 10-yard gain. Trips again to the left side. 4-man rush. Oh, big hit on the quarterback. Oh, and a deflection. No, he dropped it. That's going to be roughing the passer. Which is that's bang bang. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, but that I thought JaMichael Scantleberry with the penalty, but I thought honestly that was a clean hit. But the refs disagree. So 1st and 10 now at the Rutgers 18-yard line. Shotgun formation. Pass caught over the middle. 6-yard gain. Clock again continues to run. Maryland trying to get one more play off before the 2-minute warning. And they will. And this will be caught short of the line to gain. It's a 1-yard gain, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and 3 coming up for Maryland. Pass dropped over the middle. Good coverage there. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little surprised that Maryland's going for it and not just taking the field goal, considering they're down by 17. Pocket collapsing. Quarterback, there he goes! Second sack of the day! DeMar Coleman with his first sack of the year. I was shocked that they went for it and didn't kick the field goal. 1st and 10 Scarlet Knights now. Oh, and Rutgers, little insult to injury. Handoff to the fullback, Selzner, who picks up 7. And Maryland not using their timeouts. Another handoff to Selzner. Has the first down. And that'll do it. Rutgers will come out and take a knee. Needs to do one more. 2nd and 11, and that'll do it. Clock will run. Rutgers will win 24-7. A dominant victory over the Terps. .200 passing yards for Mayo, a couple touchdowns, and of course Ed Guerre, 155 yards rushing on only 9 carries. That's all he needed, though. And the Scarlet Knights win 24-7. Agunye and Duff with the receiving touchdowns. Vinovich with the rushing touchdown. And, of course, a field goal by Banks was all the scoring for the Scarlet Knights. A dominant 24-7 win. Hey, and Chip Kenoy out of Morris Plains commits to Rutgers. And the defensive tackle, Jamison Redmond's going to UMass. All right, whatever. What's up, Tommy? How's it going? And this is a big one. Ohio State on a 3-game losing streak. Rutgers looking to lock up a berth in the Big Ten championship. Because in theory, if we lose to Ohio, even though Ohio State's not going to be in it, if a loss here, maybe Oregon, or actually Michigan has the tiebreaker with us, Michigan might leap in if they win. So there's a couple teams with 2 losses that could, not Washington because we have the tiebreaker with them, but Michigan has the tiebreaker with us. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. So this is a, win and you're in the Big Ten championship, right? Like, it's that simple. Still no visit scheduled, which is unfortunate. And same for him, too. Let's see. He's in. Wonderful. He's not. Okay. Let's see. Who else are we looking at here? No visit scheduled. No visit scheduled. Oh, someone, oh, he does have it. His visit is already locked in. Here we go. Maybe, okay. Oh, we're gonna have to bring him in, I guess, during the bye. Womp womp. So, well, might as well. Better than not. So trying to get these guys. We'll look at the prospect list now. Let's see who else we can go for. A lot of guys who we're still targeting. Edward Lasso. Let's take a look at this guy. Scout. All right. Send the house. You know, might be too late. Might be too late, honestly, to get on this guy's list, but we'll see what happens. All right. Sherrod Godot. Oh, he's a gem. Again, might be a little too late. We're in this top 5, but he wants to see what we can do, but we don't know enough about him yet. So, but maybe we just kind of roll the dice and see if this works for him. Just be like, hey, come on down to Rutgers. Trying to get the best people available now. So, all right, here it is. Big game. Big game. Rutgers versus Ohio State. A berth in the Big Ten Championship on the line for Rutgers, looking to win their 8th game in a row. Ohio State, they are bowl eligible, but likely not going anywhere this year after an unfortunate late season losing streak. On paper, the Buckeyes are better than we are. On paper. They are a 92 overall, and we've said it before, we'll say it again. Or 91 overall, 92 on defense. It is hard to beat a team that is several points better than you in the overall category. It is hard. You have to have a few things go your way. Right? You got to capitalize on your opportunities. This will be a good test before the bye week and hopefully the Big Ten Championship. Last game of the regular season, though, here in 2027. The 2027-2028 season. As Rutgers welcomes Ohio State to Piscataway, New Jersey. The Buckeyes, the Scarlet Knights. Banks will kick it deep, and we are underway. Taken at about the 5-yard line. And good coverage on the kick return. Ohio State starts at their own 17. So look at the number 1 receiver, Thaddeus Couch, a sophomore out of Gainesville, Florida for Ohio State. First and 10 for the Buckeyes. Shotgun formation. And they faked the handoff. And it's almost picked off and dropped as there was a big collision there in the middle of the field. Antonio White Jr., I believe, got a hand on it. Superstar corner now for the Scarlet Knights. Shotgun formation for Ohio State. Pass caught over the middle of the tight end. It's a gain of 4. Noah Shaw on the tackle as Max LeBlanc makes the catch. Third and 6 now from the 20. Shotgun formation. Rutgers blitzes. It's picked up. Pass caught over the middle. And first down, Buckeyes. Gabari Johnson, his first catch of the day. Or, excuse me, the quarterback, his first throw and completion of the day. Goes for 22. First and 10 now at their own 39. Out of the gun. Actually went for 17. He's got 22 total yards. Handoff. Delayed handoff, and it goes nowhere. No gain on the play. Antonio White Jr. up to help make the tackle. Second and 10 coming up. Second 10 and a half, basically. They'll give him a half-yard loss. Out of the gun. Another handoff. Good cutback by the running back. And he'll pick up 9. Dylan Lee gets it all back and then some. And 3rd and 1 coming up. Shotgun formation. 4 receivers set. 2 on each side. Another handoff. Oh, and it's going to be stopped short. Great job there on the edge. Kevin Levy comes up and makes the tackle for loss. His 7th tackle for loss on the year. And Ohio State will have to punt. It's a good punt taken by Wells at about the 9, and he will bring it out of bounds at the 22. So the Rutgers defense does the job on Ohio State's first possession of the day. And here comes Devontae Mayo, the freshman. They'll try to lead the Rutgers offense. 3:46 left in the first. Shotgun formation. Mayo, play action to Guerre, and down goes Mayo. It's a 7-yard loss. Holy cow. Nobody fooled there by Ohio State on the play action. Even though, it's not a bad thing to call in a big game. Rutgers typically, they run first. They're going to run it here, and Guerre loses a yard. Oh boy, this is not a good start to the Rutgers offense. Not at all. The tackles are just being blown up on the edge right now. Mayo out of the gun. Trainer in motion. And it's almost picked off. Good job with the zone defense. Aaron Scott Jr. and Rutgers goes 3 and out and has to punt. So not a good start for the Rutgers offense, and a big hit there on the return. And Ohio State is basically where they were when they punted the ball, back at their own 45-yard line. So we'll see if the Buckeyes can come out and get off to a better start in their second possession. And they hand it off to the left side. One missed tackle, but not another. Dylan Lee taken down after a 7-yard gain. You know what? Even though we went 3 and out, we learned a lot there about the Ohio State defense. 4-man rush. Checked it down underneath. Good tackle, but it's a gain of 6 and a first down. 1st and 10 now at the Rutgers 41. Pistol formation. Handoff up the middle. Good blocking. Oh, what a spin move. Dylan Lee spins out of a tackle and turns a 4-yard gain into a 14-yard gain. Shotgun formation now for the Buckeyes. The blitz is going to get home. Rutgers blitzed, and they get the sack. A 6-yard loss. Johnson had no chance on the play. Sayaki Alito will get half of that. And 2nd and 16 coming up. First sack of the day for the Rutgers defense. Man in motion. Shotgun formation. Rutgers rushes 4 this time. They check it down underneath. It's a gain of 8. 3rd and 8 coming up. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers set for the Buckeyes. Rutgers rushes 4, and the quarterback got rid of it. Oh, it's a perfect screen! A perfect screen, and for once, Rutgers was not all over it. And that turns into a big, usually Rutgers gives up the least yards per screen in college football, but that time, Rice goes for 20, the backup running back. And it's now 1st and goal from the 5. Pass caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So Ohio State, Thaddeus Couch, his 2nd catch of the day. And the Buckeyes strike first. And with the extra point, it's 7-0 Ohio State. That'll be fine, Christian. This one will go into the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Rutgers will get the ball at their own 25. And a handoff up the middle to Guerre, and Guerre's got room to run. Ed Guerre picks up 16 on first down. You'll be okay, Christian. Another handoff right up the gut to Guerre, and he'll pick up 3, almost 4. Second and 6 now from their own 45. Play action to Guerre. And Mayo's going to take it himself. Lowers the shoulder, gets the first down. First down, Scarlet Knights. Again, play action to Guerre. Looking for, and gets a Gunye, just got enough touch on it. First down, Scarlet Knights. Another good pitch and catch there from Mayo to his tight end. Handoff now, Guerre, up the middle, squeezes through the tackles, and heads down to the 11. And again, like I said, we saw something, even though we went 3 and out in that first possession, I saw something with the Ohio State defense. They're strong on the edges, not so much up the middle. And now Vinovich is into the end zone, touchdown! Scarlet Knights, Vinovich from 11 yards out, right up the gut. The extra point is good, and Scarlet Knights answer right back. We're tied at 7. 3 rushes by Guerre, a catch by Agunye, Mayo with a scramble, and then Vinovich seals the deal. And Ohio State will start their next possession at their own 22. Shotgun formation, 3 receiver set for Ohio State. Handoff to the left side. Good coverage and a good tackle there. It's a gain of only 2. Rutgers was ready for that one. That was Rice on the carry. Johnson out of the gun. Last play of the first quarter. They fake the handoff, and Johnson's going to try and take it himself, and down he goes for the sack. Second sack of the day for Rutgers. A 4-yard loss. Shaw gets the sack. And at the end of 1 quarter of play here in Piscataway, we are tied at 7. I mean, that's what the Jays way, Frosty, right, as they pick up the leftovers of the rest of the league. I mean, Santander's a nice player, but he's not going to be what gets Toronto over the edge. I mean, you made a couple of nice moves. What, you also added Hoffman out of the bullpen, right? Like, but, I mean, compared to the rest of, even the division, like, I mean, I guess Baltimore got worse. Shotgun formation, empty backfield now for the Buckeyes. 4-man rush for Rutgers. Pass is caught over the middle. Oh, he threaded the needle there, did Johnson, for the first down. Cromartie with the catch. Oh, and a heartbreaker. Rutgers had them backed up 3rd and 12. I mean, yeah, because again, everybody's like, oh, Toronto will take the garbage, because that's what Toronto does. Shotgun formation, 3 receiver set. And a handoff to the tight end, and he'll pick up 7. Good job following the blockers there. Troy Cromartie. He was a weapon in the playoffs last year for Ohio State. Again, shotgun formation, man in motion, handoff now to Rice. No, it's play action, and it's caught over the middle. Oh, my goodness. Johnson took a hit, but he got rid of it. A well-designed play. And now 1st and 10 at the Rutgers 39. Shotgun formation. Quick pass, quick slant, dropped. Big hit. Cromartie had it knocked away. Rutgers blitz did a good job on that one. 2nd and 10 now coming up. First minute of the second quarter, tied at 7 here. A berth in the Big Ten Championship on the line. Pass is caught, and Cromartie's going to break a tackle. He's going to turn a 5-yard gain into a 20-yard gain. Just slipped right out of the linebacker's grasp. Johnson now hurrying up to the line. Now out of shotgun. Johnson running for his life, gets rid of it in the flat, and he'll pick up 4 yards. Again, the Rutgers pass rush almost got home, but almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Yeah, I think it's going to be Ohio State, Ed. And a handoff, and Rutgers was ready for it. They blitzed it. Peel off with the tackle for loss. And now again, 3rd and 8 coming up. Rutgers trying to bend but not break. Ohio State out of the gun. 4 receivers set. They fake the handoff. Nobody fooled. Johnson hit as he throws, has to check it down. It's only a 5-yard gain. And Ohio State is going for it on 4th and 3. I am shocked at this. They hand it off. And breaking tackles is the running back. He was carrying Noah Shaw. How did Dylan Lee not go down in the backfield? Noah Shaw was literally riding him across the line to gain. Now Johnson running for his life, and he's going to escape. And there he goes. And Johnson will slide down for a 6-yard gain. It's still going to be Dable. And Dable's not getting fired. My goodness, Rutgers usually so sure-handed. But twice now on back-to-back plays, escaping the grasp, great blocking, touchdown Buckeyes. Remembers, Rutgers gets the ball to start the second half. But, oh, you had him stopped. You thought you did anyway. But an unbelievable play by Dylan Lee kept the drive alive. The extra point is good. And it's 14-7 Buckeyes. Wells will take the ensuing kickoff from the 4. Looking for blocks that he does not get and brings it back to the 21. So the Buckeyes score. Rutgers answers. Ohio State answers right back. Handoff to Guerre up the middle, picks up 4. Second and 6 now for the Rutgers, we'll say just shy of the 25. Because it's not his fault, Ed. It's the general manager's fault. The general manager should be fired, but he's not going anywhere either, which I just don't get. And now looking for Torrey, who makes the catch. First down, Scarlet Knights. Rutgers going to try to get a playoff before the 2-minute warning, I should say. From their own 43, handoff to Guerre, and he will pick up 9 as we hit the 2-minute warning. And now he'll get to draft the quarterback that he wants and not have to inherit Daniel Dumpster Fire Jones. Handoff again to Guerre. He will move the chains, and it's a first down for the Scarlet Knights. I mean, I'm sure the Bears will screw up something with Ben Johnson, Ed, you know. I mean, that's what the Bears do. Up the middle for 6. And Rutgers happy to just kind of run the rock right now. It's plenty of time. Eat up the clock here at the end of the half. Ed Guerre, another first down. No rush. Already in field goal range. 1.5 minutes to go. Handoff again to Guerre. Ran right into the waiting arms of the linebacker. Gain of 4. Mayo under center, changing the play. And now he's going to scramble, or try to scramble, and almost got through, but only picks up, maybe, they're going to say they're going to give him a sack. Look at that. Yeah, even though technically there's no gain on the play. Well, if they get sold, that's a different story, Ed. Yes. Mayo out of the gun. Going to check it down and picks up 5. They are going to be right at the sticks, but just shy. And now Ohio State will use a timeout. 4th and inches at the 18-yard line. And Mayo will just take it himself, dives forward for a yard, and that will move the chains. So 1st and 10 now. At the 17-yard line, handoff to Guerre, bounces it up to the middle and down to the 1. Ed Guerre bouncing off of guys, and it's 1st and goal, Scarlet Knights. Less than 40 seconds left in the half. Handoff to Vinovich, touchdown Rutgers. So the Scarlet Knights answer. Vinovich, his 2nd touchdown of the day. The extra point is good. And with Rutgers getting the ball to start the second half, you really can't draw it up better than that. Yes, very close to the fires, Ed. It was really bad, really scary there for a while. The smoke inhalation has been bad. My sinuses have been going crazy. Yeah, it's been terrible. I got very lucky that they took a right turn, but everything's fine now, knock on wood. You know, if the, everything should be okay. Rutgers in a prevent defense. Johnson, ooh, almost threw a pick as it's batted down. Sayaki Alito on the play. You know, the fires are more than 50% contained now. We got a little worrisome tonight with some wind, but... And Johnson has all day, and now he's going to scramble. And now Rutgers uses a timeout. You know, 3rd and 9 coming up. This prevent defense. And the best that Rutgers defense has looked all day. I was going to get out of bounds. You knew that was going to happen. You knew that was going to happen. 1st down, Ohio State at their own 41. 20 seconds left in the half. And Johnson going to scramble and will slide down at the 50. And Ohio State uses a timeout. 2nd and 2 with 12 seconds to go. And Ohio State got a man. Big hit. But now Ohio State in field goal range. So look at Ohio State. They took what the defense gave them. You know what it was? It was me using my timeout. And they are going to hit the field goal to take the lead into the half. So a little bit of mismanagement on the clock there by the Scarlet Knights. As Wells will take it at about the 5. And that will end the half as they gets it up to the 22. So at the end of the half here in Piscataway, it's 17-14 in favor of the Buckeyes. The big number there, Ohio State really dominating time of possession. But we got ourselves a ball game, and Rutgers gets the ball to start the half. And Wells will take this from about the 6. Looking for and gets a couple blockers, but only gets it back to the 22. Take care, Ed. So Rutgers comes out now, Mayo under center. Handoff to Guerre, and Guerre, room to run, has a 1st down. As he picks up 12 and is already over 100 yards now on the day. Another handoff to Guerre, and he'll pick up 7. Second and 3 now for the Rutgers 41. Mayo out of the gun. Oh, and Mayo's going to go down. It's an 11-yard loss. Oh, goodness. Really don't care, 14. As long as the owner stays in Chicago, they're never going to be great. Mayo out of the gun. And gets rid of it, but goes down again. And so Rutgers, again, just Mayo does not have the time. This pass rush for Ohio State is monstrous. And Rutgers has to kick it away. And it is not a great kick, but decent coverage. So a chance now for Ohio State to go up by 2 scores. Again, if Rutgers loses, they might not be in the Big Ten championship. And a handoff, another broken tackle by Dylan Lee, gain of 5. I feel Gerard Mayo got a raw deal, 14. 2nd and 5 now at their own 39 for Ohio State. Johnson, empty backfield out of the gun. And a little end around that goes nowhere. Rutgers ready for it. It's a 4-yard loss. Juwan Jenkins with the tackle. So 3rd and 9 now coming up. 3 receiver set, shotgun formation. Rutgers rushes 4, pocket collapsing, and down goes John. They're going to call a flag? Are they going to call holding? We're going to decline it, obviously. And 4th and 22 now. So Rutgers does the job on defense. As this will be booted back to about the Rutgers 33. Wells will take it. Ooh, and almost gets it to midfield. Good return there for Austin Wells. So a big sack there. Couple of sacks. Handoff now to Guerre up the middle, running away from defenders. Picks up 12. Mayo under center. Play action to Guerre, and again, can anybody block for Mayo? Jonathan Franz on the quarterback blitz. Handoff again to Guerre. Guerre's going to get that back, and then some. 3rd and inches coming up. I mean, it might just be, it's going to be ridiculous, but we might just have to keep giving the ball to Ed Guerre on every play. As Mayo takes it himself for a yard. And that's one way to move the chains with your quarterback on the QB sneak. So Rutgers now in field goal range, which is good. Handoff to Guerre. And timeout, Kenny Jones is hurt for Rutgers. Second and 6 now from the Ohio State 25. Mayo out of the gun. He's going to check it down to Agunye, who has some room to run, and is down to the 14. First down, Scarlet Knights. So you'll take it. Again, really trouble moving the ball through the air just because Mayo hasn't had time. He's been sacked 4 times. They quick check down now to Torrey, who will pick up 7. Second and 3 from the 7 now. Another handoff to Ed Guerre. Down to the 1. He had a lane, and then it closed quickly. So 1st and goal now from the Ohio State 1-yard line. Handoff to Vinovich, who has his 3rd touchdown of the day. 2 of them from 1 yard out. The extra point is good, and Rutgers takes their first lead of the day, 21-17. And now can the defense make another stand? As this will be kicked into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. 1:31 left in the 3rd. Shotgun formation for Ohio State. Johnson out of the gun. Handoff to Lee. There's going to be a flag on this play. I think this is coming back. I think Scantleberry got held. And Rutgers will accept this one. So it'll be 1st and 20. Back at their own 15-yard line. Johnson again out of the gun. Oh, and he keeps it himself. And it's a fumble! And it's picked up by Rutgers! Johnson gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. Jenkins falls on it. And now Rutgers with a chance to put a stranglehold on this game. First turnover for either team. Guerrier up the middle. Down to the 3. Second and inches now. Mayo takes it himself, dives down to the 2. Another handoff to Vinovich. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Gabe Vinovich, 16 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. Talk about your goal line specialist. And Rutgers turns the turnover into 7. It's 28-17 Scarlet Knights. This Banks will again boot this to the end zone. It'll again be a touchback. Johnson out of the gun. 3 receivers to his left. And a handoff to Rice, who picks up 2. DJ Rice. Johnson again out of the gun. And again, down goes Johnson, not fooled on the end around. Jasir Peterson with the sack. 3rd and 12 as Rutgers has figured something out here on defense. They fake the handoff, and oh, he finds him. Oh my goodness. A field flipping play, a 60-yard gain. As the receiver on the post pattern outruns the coverage. And the safety saves the touchdown. But Ohio State now at the Rutgers 22. Last play of the 3rd. Good pocket, check down underneath. Down to the 2-yard line. Actually marked at the 4. That'll end the 3rd quarter. Ohio State driving, trying to answer. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it's an 11-point lead, though, for the Scarlet Knights. First and goal from the 4. Johnson out of the shotgun. They hand it off, and he goes nowhere. Peterson, another tackle for loss. Jasir Peterson was ready. Second and goal now back at the 5. And another handoff. And Lee down to the 1. Good cutback there. I thought for sure it looked like he might have outran the coverage, but then Rutgers contained it. He cut it back and is just able to get it down to the 1. 3rd and goal. Handoff to the right side. Touchdown, Ohio State. Took them 3 straight tries, but they end up making it, and now they're going to go for 2. 28-23 to make it a field goal game. Oh, and they fake the handoff to the running back. Johnson takes it himself. Down he goes. Good job by Rutgers, not fooled on that one. So it's a 5-point ball game. And this will be a touchback. So now a chance for Rutgers again, a touchdown, and they're probably all right. A touchdown and they're good, but Ohio State going to start putting 8 in the box, and they do so. Handoff to Guerrier, picks up 6, and oh no, Ed Guerrier is banged up, and that is the last thing you want to see if you are a Rutgers fan. Mayo now under center. Play action to Vinovich. And he finds Harris, the tight end, who picks up 2. And then falls down. Handoff to Vinovich now, up the middle. And he'll pick up enough for a first down. And Guerre back in the ball game. Yay, Rutgers. So Guerre gets a few plays off and immediately back up the middle, up to the 50. Guerre averaging 9 yards a carry. We're going to try and keep him a little more fresh now. Vinovich in at the pistol with the pistol. Hand off to him, and he will fall forward for about 3. Hand off again to Guerre. Room to run. And down he goes to the 29-yard line. Rutgers already in field goal range. Rutgers letting a little bit of the clock run. No need to rush. Hand off again to Guerre, who picks up 4. Three minutes to go. Hand off again to Guerre, who falls forward for 5. Gonna be 3rd and inches. Again, Rutgers letting the clock run. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Mayo takes it himself, falls forward for 1.5 yards, moves the chains. And Rutgers will let the clock hit 2 minutes. It's the 2-minute warning here in Piscataway. Rutgers up by 5. A touchdown here will more than likely end this. Guerre gets a little bit more of a breather. Ohio State's going to have to start using their timeouts. Handoff to Guerre. Right side picks up 7. First timeout, Ohio State. Another handoff to Guerre to the right side. That will move the chains. Timeout, Ohio State. First and goal at the 7. Handoff again to Guerre. He will be shy of the end zone, but Ohio State is now out of timeouts. Ed Guerre over 220 rushing yards today. And a handoff to Vinovich, his 5th rushing touchdown of the day. The extra point is good. It is now a 12-point Rutgers lead. Ohio State will get the ball back with $1:47 and no timeouts. So they need a touchdown, an onside kick, and then another touchdown. As the tackle is made at the 24-yard line. Rutgers defense a little bit gassed after Ohio State's previous very long drive. Shotgun formation. Pass caught in the flat. That's going to be a 1-yard gain. Good tackle there. And the clock continues to run. Shotgun formation. Pocket collapsing. Johnson, the quarterback. Oh, and he finds his man. He somehow drops it in the bucket for a 50-yard gain. How he threw that up falling down, I will never know. And then the safety just misplayed it. He didn't react till it was too late. And now Johnson scrambling and throws it away to avoid the big hit that was coming his way. So 2nd and 10 at the Rutgers 26. Again, Ohio State needs a touchdown. $1:09 to go. And Johnson, he avoids the sack and throws it away again. These are coverage pressures right now. 3rd and 10 coming up with a $1.03 to go. And a check down underneath to Lee. The running back picks up 8. Clock is ticking. This is the game. 4th and 2 from the Rutgers 18. A lot of time being used here. And Johnson again checks it down underneath. 1st and goal coming up as Johnson has a 300-yard day now. But under 40 seconds to go, and he spikes the ball. Second and goal, 36 seconds left from the Rutgers 7. Rutgers up by 12. Passes caught. He held on at the goal line. Almost picked off by Witherspoon. The receiver held on as he also took a hit. Mike Ramesh, his first catch of the day. Well, and now this game comes down to an onside kick. The extra point is good. It's 35-30 Rutgers. And the onside kick is recovered by the Scarlet Knights. Duffman, KJ Duff, recovers it. Mayo will take a knee, and that's your ball game. The Scarlet Knights are going to the Big Ten championship game. Rutgers outscored Ohio State 21-13 in the second half and win 35-30. Gabe Vinovich with 5 goal line touchdowns. Couple of big plays for Ohio State, but it was not enough to overcome the Scarlet Knights running game. So Rutgers finishes 11-1. It's their first Big Ten championship game in 3 years. Morgan Melhoff, a free safety from Skillman, New Jersey, commits to us. Everybody else still on the board, which you like to see. Noah Shaw, Defensive Player of the Week. 8 tackles, couple of sacks, a forced fumble. He's also your National Player of Defensive Player of the Week. Gabe Vinovich with 5 goal line touchdowns. You love to see it. Give this kid the hard sell. Come on down to Rutgers. Have yourself a time. All right. Do. All right, let's look at the prospect. Let's see what else we can do right now. Clyde Generals. A linebacker out of Georgia. Let's take a look at this run-stopping linebacker. Ooh, he's a diamond in the rough, they say. All right. We'll call him up, see what he can do. Might be a little too late with some of these guys, but we'll see what happens. Let's see, Moses Soul. We'll send the house, see what he says. Again, probably a little too late for a lot of these fellas, but Timothy Drake. Oh, another diamond in the rough. We're out of hours, but we'll keep an eye on him, Mr. Drake over here. Yeah, I'm already got the 26th best class. 2 5-star commits, 4 4-star commits, 2 3-star commits. And hopefully that's only going to get better and better as the time goes on. Oh, and it's the bye week, so actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to real quick run a commercial, and then we'll play the Big Ten Championship. Hey, Kurt Costanzo, wide receiver. Jeremiah Hartman. Yeah, all right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this guy he came in a little bit too late. He's going to commit to LSU. Actually, almost had him. Almost. It was between us and LSU, and he went LSU. I mean, he's out of California, so, I mean, I kind of get it, but still disappointing. Disappointing. And USC versus Rutgers in the Big Ten Championship game. Wow. And I'm still trying to figure out how we slipped to, I guess I don't know why we're number 2 instead of Oklahoma. Oklahoma suddenly jumped us, but in the top 25, but whatever. Okay. It's probably turning into the hardest conference to play in. Man, I thought I had this kid. Get out. Fine, get out. We don't want you anyway. Get out of here. Let's see. I can do the hard sell on this guy now, which is good. Ernie Norden out of Virginia. Yeah, the big one is that he's not happy about is it's Texas. Texas is a long way from Jersey, and he's not wrong. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yeah, he committed. Love it. This guy's a tough nut to crack, Femi Seo. Femi Seo. Tough nut to crack, but we'll see what happens. He rolled the dice on this guy with his trip and don't think it worked. But, alright, let's see. Prospect list. Because we still got plenty of guys. Glenn Canoff. Let's see if this guy... Let's scout him up. Offer him a scholarship. Send the house. See what happens. Doing our best to let's see, George Shade out of Jackson, New Jersey. That's where Six Flags is. Bust. He's a bust. That's a shame. Wah, 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 wah. No, sir. Let's see. Looking at this guy. Ofisa Boss. Alright, we'll remember, and we'll send the house. We'll remember to offer him a scholarship next week. But, yeah, we'll see what this guy... We'll see what this guy says. We'll see what he does. Alright. Yeah, let's see... So, yes, it'll be us versus USC. This should be good in the Big Ten championship game. Both of us 11-1. Both of us 8-1 in the conference. And the winner will get a bye in the college football playoff. Playoff? And let's... Oh, this guy isn't very interested in us. That's fine. And then one guy locked us out. The other guy said he's going somewhere else. So let's take a look at our recruitment board. Yes, this guy said he's going to Ohio State, even though we just beat Ohio State. So that makes no sense. And this guy, we were in his top 5 schools, but he made the cut to 3. Oh, he's going to stay in the Big Ten, though. He's either going to Penn State, Ohio State, or Wisconsin. That's not good for us. And then let's see. We're going to offer this kid a scholarship. Oh, yeah, we're not quite there on the hardest of sells yet, but it's either us or it looks like Illinois. So everybody kind of jumping in on some of these guys a little late to the party. Still don't know what their top 3. We're already doing the hard sell on Norden. Hard sell on him. Not yet. Not yet. Although, let's see. Are there any other options that... There's Workhorse. And there's Starter, but we know he won't... That doesn't matter as much to him. So by process of elimination... Logic dictates that This is the one that will resonate with him. So, and then going back down. We can do the same, I think, with this guy. Maybe, hopefully. Right, this one doesn't work. So that's eliminated. This one, maybe. Yeah, so this is the only one that will logically work from what we know. We have enough information to make the logical assumption that this is what matters the most to him, so we can start doing a harder push towards some of these 4- and 5-star guys now. We have enough information, and that matters. So, and let's see what we got. We got 195 hours still. Prospect list time. Again, really don't need a running back. We already got a running back to commit to us. Like, because I mean, let's look. We're good on quarterback for a couple of years, maybe next year. But we got one we're still targeting, and we got one running back who's already committed to us. Don't need a fullback. We got one receiver committed to us, which we need, and we're targeting another. Tight end, we got one. We're good. Tackles, we're working on it. We're working on 3 tackles, working on 2 guards. We got a center, which is great. We got 1 defensive end, looking on another. Oh, probably could use a defensive tackle. Outside linebacker's got 1, looking for more. Middle linebacker got 1, looking for more. Got 2 corners. Got a safety, looking for more. So let's take a look at defensive tackle and strong safety. I think we can focus at this a little bit more now, especially because there's just not a lot out there. It seems. Josh Catanzaro. Yeah, there's not many left, I should say, who have not committed. And same thing. Ooh, he's a 1-star. I don't need a strong safety that badly. I had a big strong safety recruiting class last year. So now let's look at these defensive tackles and see if we can't put the pressure. Oh, we already said no to this guy. Scouted him. He said, Scholarship. Send the house. Might be too late for some of them, but we'll see what we can get. What helps is that we're automatically in his top five, and this will jump us up to the top 2 probably very quickly. So when he gets to his top 3, it's gonna be tough catching up to Virginia Tech, but we'll see what happens. Same thing here. We're in his top 5. UMass has been pushing hard for him. But we'll keep an eye on these defensive tackles at least, and fingers crossed that it's not too late. All right, there's one more guy we can try and look for. Yeah, we're targeting him. Oh, let's take a look at this guy, Braden Simonson. Start scouting. And we'll just start, hey, how's it going? How you doing, buddy? And see what happens. Still need to finish scouting him, but before we offer him a scholarship. All right. Here it is. The Big Ten Championship. USC versus Rutgers. Again, on paper, they're a little better than us. 2 points on defense, 3 points everywhere else, including the overall. It's going to be close. I mean, look, Ohio State was 6 points better than us. We beat them by 5. So, but this is the Big Ten Championship. And we did beat USC in stunning fashion last year. But here we go. The Big Ten Championship. The Scarlet Knights versus the USC Trojans. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get underway now here. USC will get the ball to start. And we are underway here at the Big Ten Championship presented by Discover. And good coverage on the return. USC will start at their own 18-yard line. As you see the numbers there, USC struggling on third down. A lot of offense, but not much of it coming on third down. They are a pass-happy team, whereas Rutgers a little bit more even balance. Pistol formation for the Trojans. Four-man rush for Rutgers. Handoff, oh my goodness. And the line collapses. Jasir Peterson with the tackle for loss. Just absolutely ate him up. 2nd and 12 coming up. 2-yard loss on the play. Shotgun formation now for the Trojans. Man in motion. Empty backfield now. Four-man rush again. Quick pass to the right side. Caught for about 4, but a good tackle there. As you see there, Robert Kegler, the sophomore out of California, coming off a monstrous game last week. And 3rd and 8 coming up now from their own 20. Again, empty backfield, shotgun formation. Pocket collapsing. Kegler running for his life, and down he goes! Noah Shaw with the sack. He did the inside move, and then he ran him down. It's a 10-yard loss. And USC will be punting with their punter standing in his own end zone. Good punt, but it'll be taken near midfield by Austin Wells. And Wells will cut it back and bring it to the USC 45-yard line. Golden field position for Rutgers to start at. Mayo under center. Handoff to the workhorse, Ed Guerre, right up the middle, picks up 4. Guerre coming off a 223-yard performance against Ohio State. Mayo again under center, handoff to Guerre, bounces to the outside, gets a block, and cuts it back as he falls forward for about 9, and the Rutgers first down. Guerre had 1,500 rushing yards in the regular season. In 12 games, that's pretty good as he picks up another 4 here. 2nd and 6 now from already the USC 28. Mayo under center. Play action to Vinovich. And he will check it down to the backup tight end for 2. Not much going on there, so good play there by Mayo. A little under pressure, just to dump it down underneath. And now Mayo looking for Torrey, wide open, Torrey, the 10-5, down at the 2-yard line. The senior Fama Torrey. And now a handoff to Vinovich, who leaps over the line. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The touchdown vulture circles into the end zone. The extra point is good, and Rutgers strikes first as they go 45 yards in a minute. And it's 7-0 Scarlet Knights here in the Big Ten Championship game. Banks will boot this one to the goal line. Taken out by USC, and good coverage on the kickoff. USC starts at their own 17. So the Trojans went 3 and out on their first drive, including a drive-ending sack by Noah Shaw. Shotgun formation. They fake the handoff. Passes dropped. Both the corner and the receiver got there at the same time, and neither could haul it in. A dangerous throw there by Kegler. Empty backfield, man in motion, 4-man rush again for the Scarlet Knights. Little check down underneath and a big tackle there for a 4-yard loss. Isaiah Crumpler, the corner, he was ready for it. The junior from North Carolina makes the play. 3rd and 14 now from the 14. Again, Rutgers rushes 4. Pocket collapsing, and down goes Kegler at the 2. Juwan Jenkins, the other defensive end, makes the sack. the junior from Jersey. And it is going to be tough to punt this one. But they do get it away. Wells will take it right at midfield. And there's going to be another short field for Rutgers as he's down to the USC 38. 1st and 10, Scarlet Knights. Handoff to Guerre, right up the gut. Picks up 14, and another Rutgers. 1st down. Handoff again to Guerre, tries to cut it back, picks up 4. 2nd and 6 from the 20. Mayo out of the gun. Oh, bad throw, but good catch by Agunye. By the time he turned around, it was already there, and it's 1st down, Scarlet Knights. 1st and goal from the 5. Handoff to Guerre, up the middle for 3. And now again, Rutgers will come out in a goal line package. 2nd and goal from the 2. Handoff to Vinovich, down to the 1. Third and goal. Another handoff to Vinovich. This time, he walks in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And the extra point is good, and Rutgers has jumped out to a 14-0 first quarter lead. USC goes 3 and out twice. Rutgers marches down the short field each time. And again, they will start at terrible field position. USC has it at their own 12. Shotgun formation, 3 receiver, 1 tight end set. They fake the handoff, nobody fooled. And now scrambling is Kegler. Kegler's got room to run and slides at the 32. By far the best play of the day for USC. Three receiver set. They hand it off to the right side. And maybe a gain of a yard as the tackle is made by the strong Rutgers defensive line. And now 2nd and 9 coming up. Shotgun formation, 3 receiver, 2 running back set for the Trojans. Man in motion. Rutgers rushes 4. Pass caught over the middle. Big hit, but the receiver holds on at midfield. 1st and 10 now. Marked officially at the USC 48. And they faked it, and the blitz gets home. 3rd sack of the day for Rutgers. Juwan Jenkins, his 2nd sack of the day, and Kegler just has no time right now in the pocket, or at the very least, very little. Again, out of the gun. 4 receivers set this time. They hand it off, and it's going to be only a 1-yard gain as the first quarter will come to an end, I do believe. Yes, USC cannot get another playoff, so 3rd and 14 coming up from their own 44. Rutgers up 14-0. I mean, already the tail of the tape, you look at that. Third and 14, they're officially at the USC 45. Empty backfield, Kegler out of the gun. 4-man rush. Pocket starting to collapse. And Kegler's going to take off, and he's going to break a tackle and get the 1st down. Should have peeled the corner off to go after him sooner. But Kegler, the only success they've had is on broken plays where he runs with his legs. And now a gain of 7 up the middle. 2nd and 2 coming up from the 23. So Kegler doing everything he can Man in motion. Quick pass to the left side. Oh, and what a tackle there. It's a 1-yard loss. As the receiver upended on the screen, Tevin Rowe, the sophomore from Illinois, making the play. Tackle for loss. Now single back formation. Kegler under center. And a handoff up the middle gets maybe 1.5 yards. And USC will send out the field goal unit. Trying to catch Rutgers sleeping. But running up the gut is not easy against the Scarlet Knights. The kick is up, and it is good from 39 yards out. So USC on the board. So they get some success here, something to try to build on. But can the USC defense now stop this Rutgers offense? Wells will take it from the goal line. And he is down at the 17, so good coverage there. Something to build on there for USC. As Mayo under center. Handoff to Ed Guerre up the middle. Picks up 5. Guerre already 7 carries for 42 yards. Rutgers out at their own 22. Handoff again to Guerre, up the middle, and had space. Carrying, guys, falls forward for 10. It's another first down for the Scarlet Knights. Handoff to Guerre. Tries to bounce it to the outside and does, and picks up maybe 4.5. 2nd and 5 now from their own 37. Remember, Rutgers gets the ball to start the second half as well. Mayo out of the gun. Trainer in motion. Looking for, thrown low, hit as he threw. He had a man, but unfortunately some pressure finally got home for USC. And now Mayo again out of the gun. Play took also just a touch too long to develop. This time he gets Joey Trainer in stride and picks up 11 and another Rutgers first down. Trying to keep them honest. Keep them from putting 8 men in the box. Handoff up the middle to Guerre. Safety has to make the play. Gain of 6 on first down. Guerre averaging 6.3 yards a carry so far. Another handoff to Guerre. It's also exhausting the USC defense. That up the middle only gets 3. Just keep on running the rock. Another handoff to Guerre. And another Rutgers first down. That's the advantage of staying ahead of the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the USC 38, excuse me. Mayo out of the gun. Play action to Vinovich. Looking and has Joey Trainer over the middle. Makes a man miss down to the 13-yard line. As we hit the 2-minute warning, Mayo doing a good job. That time he had plenty of time. And now Mayo out of the gun. He's going to check it down to Guerre in the open. Picks up 6 on a rare pass play to Guerre. And he's 2nd and 4. And Rutgers happy to let the clock run. Not in a hurry. Just a little bit up-tempo. Hands off to Guerre. Down to the 3. 3rd and 1 coming up. Handoff to Vinovich. Vinovich walks into the end zone as he makes a nice quick cut. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Vinovich from 3 yards out. The extra point is good. And Rutgers goes 82 yards in 2.5 minutes. USC, though, will get the ball back now with 1.5 minutes and try to do something with it on offense, as this defense for the Trojans just can't seem to do anything. And good coverage downfield as the Trojans will start at their own 15 again. Kegler out of the gun. Pass check down underneath. Timeout USC, gain of 9 on the play. Good check down there. And now Kegler. Again out of the gun. Pocket collapsing, running for his life. And down he goes. It's an 8-yard loss as Jenkins makes the sack. His 3rd sack of the day. 4 sacks for this Rutgers defense. And picked off. Kegler threw it and it was cut off underneath by Levy Jr. And Rutgers is going to have a chance for more points as he takes it back to the USC 25. See, that's Antonio White Jr., not Kevin Levy. My apologies. Antonio White Jr. That's why he does not get tested often. One of the best players in this Rutgers secondary. Handoff to Guerre. Up the middle, down to the 6. 1st and goal now from the 8. Mayo, play action. He's going to check it down to Harris, the backup tight end, who picks up 2. And he drifts out of bounds. It'll stop the clock. Hand off to Guerre. And he is down to the 1. And I feel bad. Vinovich just keeps on vulturing everything, but... Handoff, Vinovich. And they're going to say he's short. USC uses a timeout. I thought he was in. And Rutgers going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 1. Kept by Mayo. Dives. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Devontae Mayo with the keeper. The extra point is true, and it is 28-3 as Rutgers capitalizes on the turnover. And USC is stunned. This is a laugher right now of a Big Ten championship. The return back to the 11. I mean, USC right now just has no answers for Rutgers on offense or defense. 4 first-half sacks, a turnover, 4 touchdowns. Pocket again collapsing. This time, Kegler gets it off. And they'll bring it up to the 28. Clock is ticking. And USC maybe tries to get one more play off before the half. They do. And it's a quick little handoff. Well, that's a stat pattern there for their running back. He'll gain only 4. So that was a curious play call there, but... I mean, look at that. Rutgers, 13 first-half first downs. Almost 200 yards of offense. Pretty evenly split between the rushing and passing game. And, of course, 4 touchdowns. 3 short fields, of course, helped with that. Rutgers now on the return for the second half kickoff. Wells will take it from the 1. And only brings it back to the 17. I mean, this right now, the only thing that's been working for USC has been special teams. Good kickoffs and the field goal. Vinovich now in the game, keeping Guerre fresh. Handoff to him. The senior up to the 25, picks up 8. So a chance for Vinovich now to kind of like body blows in a boxing ring here. The bigger back than Guerre, Vinovich. And he's getting to the second level consistently too. 1st and 10 now at the 33. And again, handoff to Vinovich. Tries to cut it back, picks up 4. And now Devin Roche comes into the game to give Vinovich a spell. Handoff to Roche. And he's going to fall forward for about 3. 3rd and 3 from the 40. Play action to Vinovich. And checking it down underneath to Harris, who has the first down. And sometimes, well, it's just one of those days, it looks like, for USC. So Rutgers near midfield now out of the pistol. Hand off to Vinovich. Up the middle, picks up 4. And Rutgers not even trying to throw the ball. The backup Surace is in now, trying to give him a different look, and it's just a handoff to Guerre, who will fall forward for 6 and a first down. Guerre now over 100 yards on the ground today. Mayo back in the game, getting cute there, letting the backup running quarterback hand it off. Guerre now up the middle, picks up 3. 2nd and 7 now from the USC 36. Mayo out of the gun. And hit as he throws. The line collapsed there. He did have a man downfield, but unfortunately just did not. He needed one more second to get that off. So 3rd and 7 now coming up. Mayo again out of the gun. Play action to Guerre. And Mayo's going to try and take it himself. He will pick up 2. And just a little too... I probably could have dumped it off to a Gunye there, but... 4th and 4 from the 34. USC trying to make a stop. A little too long of a field goal for Banks. It'd be from 52-53, which would be a career long. His career long is only 50. Mayo out of the gun. And Mayo's going to take it off again, and he's going to pick up the first down. Showing Kegler he can do whatever he does and do it better. 1st and 10 now at the 22-yard line. Mayo again out of the gun. Quick check down to Duffman. KJ Duff for 3. Mayo calls an audible at the line. And he's going to dump it off to a Gunye, who picks up 5. Mayo now over 100 yards passing on the day. 3rd and 3 coming up. Hand off to Guerre. Breaks a tackle. Down to the 10, maybe the 9. And it's another Rutgers first down. 1st and 10, we'll say from the 9.5. 1st and goal, I should say. Mayo out of the gun. Gonna check it down to Joey Traynor, and he will push it up to the 4. Second and goal from the 4. Mayo again out of the gun. This opening drive of the half has taken the whole quarter for Rutgers. Mayo, man in motion. Check down to Duff. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Duffman, oh yeah. KJ Duff makes the catch from 4 yards out on the goal line. Just a little simple crosser. Little mesh route. The extra point is good, and this is officially a laugher, folks. Rutgers goes 16 plays, 82 yards in 4:21. And USC will finally touch the ball on offense for the first time in the second half. Kickoff is taken out of the end zone, and oh, great coverage downfield. I believe that's Isaiah Crumpler on the coverage making the tackle. 1st and 10 now. USC starts at their own 13. This has been utter domination. Handoff to the left side. Oh, big broken tackle. Angry run there by the running back. He'll pick up 10. And a USC first down. That was an angry run. Amarian Peterson. He's only ran the ball a couple times today. You wonder if they shouldn't have done that earlier, as this is going to be thrown to him in the flat. That's a 5-yard loss. MJ Johnson, the linebacker, was like, all right, that's an easy one. MJ Johnson dropping the hammer. Probably the last play of the third quarter here coming up. Oh, and false start on USC. So I take it back. We will have... well, we will have another play, but it'll be from 5 yards further back now. 2nd and 20 with the false start penalty. The left tackle just super nervous knowing he's going up against Noah Shaw. And this is checked down to the flat. Good hit and tackle. It's a gain of 12. And that is the end of the third quarter. We go to the fourth. Rutgers in the Big Ten Championship rolling into the playoffs. Up 35-3. Shotgun formation, 5 receivers set for USC, 3rd and 8 at their own 25. Pocket collapsing, checked down underneath, good catch and run there. That's good for about 12 and another USC first down. Three receiver, 2 running back set now. Pocket collapsing, Kegler gets rid of it, good catch and throw and catch there to his receiver, which was the backup running back, Femi Nua. Gain of 9. Maybe 8.5, depending on where they spot the ball. Again, Kegler running for his life, and down he goes! 5th sack of the day, number 4 for Juwan Jenkins. 3rd and 5 coming up. And USC just has... how are you not chipping Jenkins on every play? And again, Kegler running for his life. He's going to get rid of it as he gets sandwiched by Shaw and Jenkins again. Fourth and 5, USC going for it. Scantlebury coming in, giving Jenkins a break. Good swim move, and this is going to be picked off. Underthrown, easy pick for Rutgers. Pushed out of bounds is the safety Skaggs at the 50. I think he only had 1 pick in the regular season. Well, he has one in the Big Ten Championship game. It's almost like a punt. The sophomore from Oklahoma. I mean, and at this point, it is simply academic. Mayo under center. Handoff to Vinovich up the middle. And picks up 5. And Rutgers happy to let the clock run. 3.5 now left here in the Big Ten Championship. Handoff to Vinovich. Up the middle. He'll pick up 4. 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1 from the 41. Gear back in the game. Another handoff to Ed Gear. He has the first down up to the 35-yard line. Even with 8 in the box, USC cannot do anything to stop this Rutgers running attack. Vinovich to the left side picks up 4. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. At this point, Rutgers happy to just let the clock run. Probably first down away. Handoff to Vinovich. Vinovich, ooh, almost broke it. Picks up 5. Handoff again to Vinovich, and he will be short. They're going to stop him short. And it's just one of those things now, 4th and 2. I mean, Rutgers is going for it. I mean, you're up 35-3. A first down ends it. If you don't get it, big whoop. Mayo out of the gun. Letting the clock run. So, under a minute to go, but preferably you don't want your defense to take the field again. Mayo now under the gun, has a man wide open is Torre, and he will get pushed out of bounds at the 5. Should have tried to stay inbounds, but does not matter. Because I'm assuming that USC will not stop the clock here. Mayo will come out and take a knee. And he will have to take one more. And that'll do it. Rutgers will be Big Ten champions once again. Their second Big Ten championship in 4 years. They will get a bye into the quarterfinals of the college football playoff as they absolutely smothered USC. Gabe Vinovich, only 50 yards rushing, but 3 touchdowns. The Vulture does what he does best. The Vinovich Vultures, that's what we're going to start calling them. And there it is, the Big Ten Championship. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights, once again, champions of the Big Ten. Oof, just domination, though. I mean, just unbelievable domination. Congratulations, you have won the Big Ten Championship. If you can't see the fine print there. We did it! Yay, Scarlet Knights! Woo! Oh, and a lot of our targets are still available. I mean, that makes sense that they're all kind of still available, but I mean, that's only going to help. Right? Like, do you want to come to the Big Ten champions, you know, twice in 4 years? Huh? Jawan Jenkins, your Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. 4 sacks. 4 sacks for Jenkins. And also, there you go, National Defensive Player of the Week. Good for him. Jawan Jenkins, a monster year. And Gabe Vinovich, your Offensive Player of the Week. 50 yards and 3 touchdowns. And who's your Heisman finalists? I'm curious. Again, I'm really kind of sad that our boy, Guerre, was not considered yet. Robert Kegler, way down on the list. 7 of 9 for 47 passing yards. 1 pick, sacked 5. Actually, he was sacked 5 times. But, yeah, kind of surprised that our boy Guerre hasn't gotten some more consideration because, like, I mean, let's look at the season stats here, right? Like, first off, a nice year for Mayo, 2,000 yards passing, 75% completion percentage, 16 touchdowns, a few too many interceptions. Not saying he should have been in the Heisman, but a good freshman year. But Guerre, now after the Big Ten Championship, 1,600 yards. Here's the thing, only 4 touchdowns, because Vinovich vultured them all. Or at least most of them for sure, right? Or Mayo did at the goal, like, when it was, like, inches, right? But, like, 1,600 yards, and then receiving, he had over 100 yards receiving, so 1,700 yards from scrimmage is nothing to scoff at for a running back, right? And then you see here, Duff, that was his 5th touchdown of the year there in the Big Ten Championship. Again, a lot of guys, not a lot of catches, not a lot of, you know, a lot of check down, a little for the freshmen, right? Not a lot of big plays. We had a couple, right? I mean, like, Agunye's longs, 35. Guerre had one of the biggest plays on a wheel route this year, 66, right? A lot of these guys, their longs, though, are in the 30 range, which, again, not bad. But you're relying a lot on the rack, right? Like half of Agunye's yard, a third of Torre's yards, right? And then defense. With the 4-sack game in the Big Ten Championship, Jenkins had 16 sacks. Shaw had 8. He picked up a sack in that game. Coleman had 4.5. Peterson 2.5. Again, defensive tackles less so. Skaggs on a blitz. Crumpler and Yolito split one. Sanders came in and got one. And that was actually, yeah, that was Skaggs' 2nd pick. He had 1 pick in the regular season, then 1 pick in the Big Ten Championship. Crumpler led the team. Kicking, Banks 10 of 11, which isn't a lot because we don't kick a lot of field goals. We really try not to. Punts, Fred Urlacher. Couple of touchbacks, couple in the 20. Again, only 12 punts on the year, so 42 average, which is okay. I mean, he's a freshman, though. He'll get better. And about a net of 38, which, again, is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. But now we will go to the next week. And it should be the start of the college football playoff. A couple of guys said no, not interested. Womp womp. That stinks. So this running back will go to Michigan. Cadet goes to Clemson, and the safety Putasi goes to Alabama. Some of these guys, though, fortunately, still on our board. And there's your Heisman winner. Whatever. Juwan Jenkins, best defensive player of the year. 27 tackles for loss, 16 sacks. Jenkins also your best defensive end of the year. Matagunye, best tight end of the year. 606 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns, 44 catches. Isaiah Crumpler, best defensive back. 29 tackles, a sack, 6 interceptions, including a pick 6. Noah Shaw, your best linebacker of the year. Even though he mostly lines up at defensive end, but that's a different story. Jenkins, the Lombardi Award winner. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Love to see it. The best defensive lineman, the Lombardi Award, goes to Juwan Jenkins. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. There we go. Boost these guys a little bit here. Make them a little better. A little boost here. A little boost there. Let's go. Few job offers. I don't really want to go anywhere else. Like, yeah, I'm not going to go to I don't want to be the head coach of Pitt or Penn. Boo. So now it's the bye week for the playoffs. Playoffs? General's still in there. Cool. And now, Rutgers versus Notre Dame in the Rose Bowl. The first round of the playoffs. Now we're talking. Let's take a quick look here at the college football playoff bracket. So Georgia State was the 12 seed. They lost to Michigan. That's no surprise. Michigan will now play Clemson. Georgia beats Colorado in a shootout, and Georgia will now play Oklahoma. Florida beats USC by a point. Last second field goal, I guess. Wow, that's a barn burner. USC reeling there after losing the Big Ten championship, so Florida advances to take on Arizona. And then Notre Dame wins on a last-second field goal as well to beat Oregon. So it'll be us versus the Fighting Irish. I'm going to say Florida's going to beat Arizona, but we'll see. I think Oklahoma will beat Georgia. And I think Clemson versus Michigan will be a good one. I think it could be Michigan. We might be facing, I mean, honestly, it might be Michigan or Oklahoma versus us in the championship. I think it's going to be Michigan, Oklahoma in the semifinal, and then us, Florida. But we'll see what happens. Can't get ahead of ourselves here. But we got the bye. You love to see it. I still don't know why Oklahoma's ahead of us. But what's up, Christian? How's it going? So we win the bit. We're the Big Ten champions. Let's take a quick look to see if anybody on our team made All-Americans. Anybody? I'm really surprised that I'm really shocked that Ed Guerre with 1,700 scrimmage yards. Antonio White Jr., though, was an All-American, the only guy in first team All-American there. Ed Guerre made second team. It has Christian. Agunye made second team. So a couple of second teamers. And then let's see, we'll look at the Big Ten. Gabe Vinovich makes second team. Agunye second team. In just the Big Ten, Yolito, who missed a month with an injury. If he didn't miss that month, he might have been a national, but makes it in the Big Ten second team. Ed Guerre, first team. John Stone at center, first team, which is good. He's a sophomore. And White makes first team. And then any freshmen? Devontae Mayo, freshman Big Ten. So we're talking about as quarterback. You can, Christian, but not in Dynasty. And then let's see. I don't think we had any. We did not have any national freshmen, which is fine. So is what it is. But yeah. So again, come on back tomorrow. We start the college football playoff bracket. We just won the Big Ten championship here in our 4th year of our dynasty. It'll be Notre Dame versus Rutgers. We'll see if we can't win our 2nd national championship in 4 years. As we won in our first year, then had a lot of guys graduate. We had to rebuild a little bit. Well, congratulations, Christian. Congratulations, buddy. That's fantastic. It's a shame that tomorrow will probably be our last college football stream. So I apologize there. So we're going to save the game. We're going to do a quick manual save. And then we're going to call it a day. And I'm going to go actually watch the national championship now. And see what's going on. And then I got to go to my theater group. So, yeah. So I appreciate everybody who hung out on a Monday. We are back. Sorry to be bouncing. I know a couple folks just popped in. Sorry to be bouncing here. But I appreciate the support. Come on back tomorrow. But until then, take care, everybody. Have yourselves a great night. And I'll see you later. Good night, everybody.